Thought I'd provide an update on sort of my physical media spending spree. This is literally be done now for, well, say the rest of the year, but we've only got a few weeks to it. It'll probably be for a few months now because you have, what it is, I think it's important when you collect that you enjoy what you have. Otherwise, you're just forever hemorrhaging money and just adding and adding and adding. And I like to enjoy what I get. And I've got a lot of things coming. And over the past couple of months, I've been upgrading an awful lot my more modern collection with Blu-rays. But like I said in the other videos, I've just recently I sold my VR headset, so it gave me a little bit of money to spend. That's what it come from. I didn't really have the room to use the VR, so it's okay. I didn't really anticipate going down this path, but I've started getting thinking, what is it I want? What sort of things would I like? I've done a previous videos talking about some videos I've recently collected, some VHS. I already had a few, but I'm just adding to my collection now. Just bring it up. With some of my favourite films, really. But then I've got a cassette deck as well that's coming, and then I bought about 5 tapes. No, actually, probably 7 tapes. Okay, well, that makes sense because there's no point buying something and then you've got nothing to play on it. So that's me done with cassettes for now as well. Although they're very cheap, it adds up if you keep your hemorrhaging money on it. I've got a lot of CDs. I've got enough vinyls. I've now got 7 cassettes coming as well with the cassette player and whatnot. And I think that'll be enough for now. Then I've got a massive list that I've wrote for um, the VHS tapes I tend to get at some point. It's preserving history really and trying to hold on to it really. Now, a lot of the films I already have on DVD or Blu-ray, but you're not there. I like VHS. I think they look quality. I've got my VHS players upscales to 1080p anyway. To the best it can. Of course, it's limited in its own functionality really, so it won't look like a DVD, but it still looks okay. It's not unwatchable, and I just I just love the format. I love it, and I love the cases. I think the cases look better than the others. They look more like books, and I think they're great. And it's becoming rare. So with that in mind, I had ideas of what I was going to get, and like I say, with the bundles I bought, for instance, you can get some really good deals, and it's a good way to start the collection. For instance, I bought 6 films here. It's cost me £9. I'm averaging about, when you look at it like that, you're averaging about £2 a film. And I think that's a good place to be. Again, make sure you get the films you like. Again, that bundle there with Signs and Dangerous Minds, £2 a film. Deep Blue Sea and Negotiator, again, we're looking at £2 a film. It's got another one there as well. So that was where we're looking at. But if you're going to get something iconic that's truly rare, you're going to be paying more. And you only find out what's truly rare when you start really going down a rabbit hole. So along my searches, I thought I'll have a look at Beetlejuice. And I kid you not, Beetlejuice. I did my previous video. I spoke about it, and it's incredibly hard to get. I grabbed it because of how rare it is, and it was like a chance. So I was like, you know what? Rather than get maybe 8 more films, just get one that's rare. Just grab that one while it's there. So that one's cost me £15, but after that it went up to £25. Then it shot all the way up to £60. I think it was that one that shot up to £60, and it's not that many available. I think there was 8, and then it was only American copies. So it was more the rarity that made me jump. Then it was either that one or Ghostbusters was also incredibly rare. The hardest one is actually Ghostbusters 2. But I think someone was selling that for like £35 or something crazy. But you can get like the double bundle where you get the collection together, so you get both of them. But I don't think collecting wise, I don't like it. It's like each their own. I would just rather have individual films in my physical VHS collection. To be totally honest, it costs a little. It costs more in the long run, but I think overall, depends how many films you're going to acquire. I'm not going to acquire like millions of VHS tapes, although my list says otherwise. So that's where I stopped on my previous video. I just bought Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters. And then I took time out, and it's weighing on my mind because those 2 films started with me searching for Gremlins. And Gremlins isn't overly expensive, but it's annoying I'm not seeing it in any bundles where you get it with some other films. So I was like, oh, this is a bit annoying. So in the end, I just bit the bullet because I've seen a couple that I like in terms of quality, because that's what it comes down to, not just the price, but the quality. And I was just thinking, you know what? If I don't get them now, I could end up with something. If I ever push it to get it, I may have to get like one that's more damaged and things. So I've got the first one for £11, I could have got one for £7.50, and it wasn't terrible. It was just the back of it was a bit screwed up, and I just thought £7.50 is a good price. And this is the 11. Of course, every penny counts when you're collecting because you can get more stuff. But I just thought in the long run that's going to annoy me, knowing I could have paid maybe £3 more and you wouldn't have had it. So, for instance, if we was to go on it, I don't think it's going to let me. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is it. It's all blurry as hell, but I can see in it. I'm looking at the blur, looking at the quality of the image. Oh, for God's sake, it's moving everywhere now, isn't it? Why is it doing that? Oh, it's frustrating. Yeah, I was going around it as blurry as it is and just seeing it is fine. Absolutely fine. So I thought for £11, we'll do that. And we'll get Gremlins 2. Now, just looking at it, I don't know if you can see there, but Gremlins 2, it looks sharp. That, considering some of the others I was looking at, it's looking pretty good to me. That looks clean as hell. Then I was looking at the side thinking, that's pristine. If we just go in it, actually, I can click in it, I think. So I was going around it thinking, that looks really, really well kept. We go alongside there. No, I'm not a freaking scientist. I'm not scientific on it. It's just that you just want the bare quality. You don't want it just ruined if you can help it, And it weighed on me. If I don't get it now, I mean, of course, we've got this crease here, but what can you do? You can't have it every way. I just thought if I don't get it now, I don't know when I'm going to see it. I don't know if I got the search list. Is this it? So I've had to zoom in quite heavy just so people can be able to visually see it. So that's why you're seeing only so much on the screen. So this one here was like 4 plus there. But I think if we click on, I think it was that one. When you, let's see if we get it. Yeah, this is it. So for £7.50 total, it says acceptable to the side there. But this is all complete and utterly scratched at the top. All that's chewed down. And I thought maybe better fold it back in. But I thought that's going to be a lot of work for the sake of £3. In the long run, it's all scuffed at the bottom. I thought you're better off just getting the one you like. I might as well just get the one I was looking at because it is showing its age in the corner there. Look. So for the sake of £3 more, I might as well got the other one. Now I've spent way too much. I've been spending too much on stuff. So I'm going all over the place now. That's me. My spending spree come to an end. I've got literally a load of videotapes coming now. I think I had 12 before. Now we've just done another 4 because we had 12 with the other films. Then we got Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice, and both Gremlins films. So that means I've got 16 VHS tapes coming. I've got 7 cassette tapes coming. I've got a cassette player coming. I think that's it. But I've recently got too many Blu-rays. So again, like I say, it's time to stop because there's always going to be something to grab. I've got a couple in mind that I really want, like Home Alone. I'd love to have, just because it's so iconic. I think to have that on my shelf would be cool. And E.T. But I'm aware that both feature in bundles. So later on, when I've got like more money, or I feel like what, time's passed, it's now time for me to go and grab some more. I'll just go and look for bundles, knowing that I've paid £25, for instance, for the two Gremlins films nearly, and I think it was nearly £30 for the Ghostbusters and Beetlejuice, which was crazy. So it's quite a lot I've just spent now on 4 films. Yeah, it's probably about nearly £50 on 4 films. That's crazy. And I feel I don't feel stupid because, to be honest, if you think about it back in the day when they were brand new, it's probably a bit like it is when a DVD comes out. It's like £10, £15 brand new. It's not much different to that. You just bought 4 films. So I don't think the prices are outrageous. But yeah, I don't want to go too mental. So I'm looking forward to maybe set a budget next time in a month or so, maybe a couple of months. Because I don't collect VHS tapes all the time. I've got other things, my Blu-rays and things. But when it's time, maybe set a budget and just get a job, just find a really good bundle and then filter through the bundle. And then maybe I could be able to start selling some as well. Because that'd be quite fun, I think. Figuring out which ones I want, which ones I don't want, then try and make bundles that I can sell. Yeah, maybe my little contribution. But yeah, I had to get it because it was too clean. I was like, oh, that's gonna weigh on my mind. That's gonna weigh on my mind. It's not the end of the world, you know, 10, 12 pounds. It's not like over in the realm of like crazy, is it? But that's yeah, we have to find a level of control. Leave me. I was even looking at. Oh wait a minute, how much is it to add that film on? Oh, Michael Jackson Moonwalker, I nearly got as well. But I was like, oh, I can't. We're not going there. It's 23 quid already. We get that. We're now at 30, and I've already bought all the other stuff. So I was like, nah, enough's enough. And I realised because I did a little search, I didn't realise it was on DVD and Blu-ray already as well. So it doesn't make it so special, but I would still like to get it on VHS. But it actually looks really cool on VHS. I don't know if I've got it open where I can show it. High Fidelity, Abyss, Gremlins, ET. Where the hell is it? I literally just had it all open. Oh yeah, Moonwalker. Moonwalker. Looks cool, doesn't it? Especially with the art style. I really like it. Gives like that is it the 80s, 70s look with this like rainbowy effect thing. Um, so I thought, yeah, I definitely want to try and grab that on VHS at some point because I actually loved that on the Sega Mega Drive, the game. But I don't remember if the film's great, but I do want to own it. So that'll be on me list as well. It's affordable. It's not even that dear. You can get it for like £7. That one at the top, you've got to be very careful. It's just a sleeve. I mean, I can't believe they're just selling a sleeve. But I guess if someone's got a damaged one, it'd be nice to be able to replace it, I guess. But yeah, not too pricey. Actually, that's not even £7, really, is it? I don't know. I'm looking out of maths. Our maths is not mathing anymore. Yeah. But anyway, it's going to be good when it all comes and I can show. I'll obviously, like I've been doing with my videos lately, I'll show when things arrive, I'll do a video showing them arriving. And I think and then later on, once they've all arrived, I can show like maybe the collection of the rarest ones. That'd be cool. Put the Gremlins together, put the Ghostbusters, put Beetlejuice, and maybe a couple of the others like Indian in the Cupboard, Page Master. Yeah, nice. I'm enjoying it.